Welcome to your last day of new information in fifth grade. It is Friday, May 29th, and we are done. You guys are done with new information. Obviously, we still want you to check in next week. There are some attendance things, and if you have some things to make up, um, please do that. Obviously, we want you guys to take as much out of this year as you can. So please make sure you're checking Schoology next week and coming to the Zoom meeting that Fitz and I are setting up. For those of you who did not attend the Zoom meetings yesterday, which we did have a better turnout yesterday than we've had in past weeks, which is awesome. We had close to 30 some, little over 30 students sign up for the Zooms yesterday or come to the Zooms. Shouldn't say signed up, but we said that we are going to have our final Zoom of the year, and it'll be a combination of Misfits and I on Tuesday. And we will put out more information on Monday about that Zoom, but we are going to have one class of students, so either Fitz's morning or my morning group going first, and then the flip-flop at the 1:30 Zoom. The times are going to be the same. We're still going to have a 10:30 Zoom and a 1:30 Zoom, but that is next Tuesday. Okay, and like I said, there'll be more information coming out about that. There are no group Zooms today. We did ours yesterday. You can obviously still set up an individual Zoom, and I will do my best to get that set up as quickly as possible and get back to you if you have any questions about what's going on today. So please take advantage of that. That's what I'm here for. So kind of the schedule for today, it is a little bit different, especially for science, but I'm going to put that off till last. Math today, my on-level group, you guys have your last quick quiz of the year. Please make sure you finish that today, and it should be available to you, I think, 3 or 4 times. So please, if you don't do well on it, please redo it. Get the best score possible. Ask questions if there are things you don't understand on it. So please take advantage of that, and I will be here to help you with that if you need it. You will have a chance to obviously make it up next week. That's one of the reasons we're cutting off new information, is that if it doesn't go well and you'd like to redo it and you don't have time today, you can do it next week. That's fine, but don't put it off till too long. My accelerated group, you guys have a video on probability today and a quick exit ticket. Used to be an ed puzzle, and for some reason it wasn't working again this morning, so I quickly changed it. So hopefully that is, well, I know it will be working now. It's what we've been doing all year. So a video on probability, and then a short exit ticket. And then science today. There is, or are, I should say, 3 videos talking about, or 3 different sports, not 3 videos, but 3 different sports that are being discussed, how the laws of motion play into those sports. You do not need to watch all 3 sports. You don't need to go into each of those folders. If you want to, if you are looking for things to do, that'd be awesome. We would love you to do that. But my direction to you right now is simply to pick one, watch it, and then answer the exit ticket based on that video. It should be a very universal questions, very universal exit ticket based on those. So it shouldn't matter which video you watch for the exit ticket, but watch a video or pick a sport and go through that. If you'd, like I said, if you want to do more than one, that's great. I'm definitely not going to keep you from doing that, but your assignment is only to pick one of the sports. So do that. And then, yeah, that's about it for us in that respect. I still need to hear from a few people. I don't need to hear from you, I guess. If you are interested in changing your grades or having your grades show up as the letter grades that are in Infinite Campus right now, you need to let me know that, because the grades will all default to pass or no grade at the end of the year unless I hear from you and I go back in and manually change the grade back to the letter grade. Okay. Administration, the principals, the superintendent, all those people determined that at the middle school level, we don't want to have anybody have too traumatic of an experience on their grades from this distance learning time. We're trying to take that stuff all into account. So if you're fine with a pass, no grade, you don't need to do anything. But if you felt like you put in a lot of time and energy and you have been successful over distance learning and you would really rather see those letter grades in there, then let me know. And all it takes is a Schoology message saying, Mr. Mace, and to all your teachers, obviously, who you want to keep the grades for. Schoology message saying, Mr. Mace, I'd like to keep my letter grade. And I will mark it on a little sheet. And at the end of the year, when I put together the report card, I will make sure that that gets changed. All right. Pretty straightforward stuff. I can't think of anything else for this week. Pretty straightforward today, last day for that stuff. But next week, we'll obviously have a few changes. Every course, both my math classes, my science class, have at the bottom of the page a PDF talking about end of the year schedules. So take a look at that if there are things you're not sure about. That might answer some of your questions there. It talks about the parade on Wednesday. It talks about a little bit about the Zooms. I mentioned this yesterday during the Zoom meetings that it talks about the entire schedule, but that's more for 7th and 8th grade. Fitz and I have decided, instead of doing a bunch of smaller Zooms with each class and having multiple ones for the same class because of the grade levels, we've decided, or because we are 5th grade and it's different, we've decided to just do one Zoom with each class for a little longer period of time and with both of us there. So just be aware of that. And like I said, more information will come out about that on Monday. But check that end of the year items PDF if you have any questions about returning things, if you have a Chromebook checked out, if you have anything that's from the school that needs to be a library book, those kinds of things. They'll show you or talk to you about the process. If you want to get your yearbook, or you want to order a yearbook because you didn't order one earlier, you can do that as well. It talks about the process of that in that PDF as well. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Looks like the weather's going to be a little nicer this weekend than it was the last couple of weekends. So hopefully you get a chance this last weekend of May to get outside and enjoy yourself. Look forward to hearing about how your weekend was early next week. And then we'll come back next week and have the last week of your 5th grade year, which is definitely not how we expected it would go, but it is what it is. And within a week, you guys will be 6th graders. So have a great weekend again. And I miss everybody. So feel free to say hi today.